Living in harmony is possible if you know your emotions and how to handle them. In this podcast, Dr. Carmen Roman will share with you in an engaging way the current psychology by sharing herself or interviewing experts who will inspire you. Learn how to live a life of fullness and how to recover your emotional harmony with Dr. Roman. Welcome to Emotions in Harmony.
Hola amigos in harmony, welcome to this episode. One more time, thank you for your support this year. We are closing circles here in the podcast of this 2017 and getting ready for 2018. I really appreciate your help, your support, your love. Thank you for emails, messages, phone calls. Oh, I have so many sweet stories, but I am keeping those stories for the anniversary in the podcast. But for now, I really want to thank you for your inspiration and your company in this project. And I think this topic is appropriate. I think it's appropriate to talk about how to let go. If we learn how to let go, we create a healthy, wiser foundation to start building our new hopes, dreams, and projects for 2018. So in this episode, you will hear about what is let go or letting go, what is not, what are the signs that you are not letting go, what are the consequences when you are not letting go, and how to help yourself in this process of letting go. Yeah? So what is it? What is letting go? Letting go for me is to put in place our memories and feelings in relationship to an event, to a circumstance, or to a relationship that you have. So letting go is to put in place our memories and feelings and experiences about it. Because sometimes we act or we respond or we react, I must say, with material that comes from the past, with those stories and movies that we hold dearly. And sometimes we rather be right than saving a relationship, or we rather be having, this kind of sense of proud than saving an event or circumstance or relationship, or than doing what is for us to do in a loving and kind way. What is not? Let's talk about what is not letting go. It's not to forget. We are not talking about letting go when you only forget without any resolution. If there is no resolution, a healthy this kind of healthy resolution that feels in the entire body is not a solution yet. It's not ignoring. If you just sweep it under the carpet and ignore your emotions or your feelings about it and trying to move forward and trying to do your best, that is not letting go. Because you may force yourself, like when you force the engine of a car. You may force yourself, but you will not get that far. At least not without emotional consequences. It's not to blame our external environment or someone else. We have to do some homework. We have to do the job of recognizing what we are doing in that conflict, in that problem, in that circumstance. So this is what is not. And what are the signs, some of the signs that you are not letting go? If you find yourself that you are taking your experiences as an excuse for not changing, for not doing something new, if you find yourself that you created some beliefs of limitations or behaviors that prevents you from doing something new, this is what is a sign that you are not letting go properly or healthy. Yeah, having memories and feelings out of place as a response or as an inadequate response to a situation. We respond in new situation with information from the past. We enter a new movie with an old script, and that could be very painful. I will put you an example. I have some clients that say, for example, I don't want to fall in love again. Why? Because I have been in a bad relationship. I have been betrayed and when they tell the story, they defend their point of view. They really want to hold to their point of view. And that actually comes out of goodness of our heart. Actually comes out of kindness of our psyche. Because, of course, we want to be protected against pain, against bad experiences. What we are as a human beings if we didn't learn from the past, yeah? But again, we are talking here about some stories that you are holding inappropriately. And it may seem reasonable, your story. It may seem believable, yeah? But it creates pain in the long run. Because in reality, it's an avoidance. And it is the reflection of how we are not doing our homework. So, always, like I say to this kind of story of my client, if the client say, I am not going to ever date again because I have been hurt in the past, I may say, yeah, but really tell me that your solution is not painful. If you are not going to be on pain because of loneliness and feeling separate from others and blah, 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 and you are not holding yourself from dreams, okay, let's stay that way. But sometimes you are doing it because you are in pain and you want to avoid pain. So then let's find situations, solutions, let's find ideas that may help you or behaviors that may help you to do it in a safe way. So all that our psyche and our body is asking is for safe ways to flourish again, to become again, to be in life and in love again. So what are the consequences if you don't let go? You have emotional suffering, which is different than the pain of the experience. The experience may brought you pain. The relationship, the breakup, the surgery, the whatever it is that it was in the past that developed this, that you developed these ideas or these patterns of behavior, it was pain. It was painful. This is why you developed this, yeah? But this is different from suffering. Suffering involves a willingness to ruminate, a willingness to get stuck, a willingness to hold dearly those moments. And you need to be willing to hold it and to be stuck in the past, and in order to create suffering. You need to be willing to entertain the thinking about it. If you are, if you decide that you are not going to date again, you actually spend some time and create some energy around and start developing stories that seem reasonable to you, sometimes not to others, but to you, yeah? So you create your emotional and sustain your emotional suffering, and we don't want that. We want you to experience the pain and let it go, like a child, yeah? When a child is playing around and go and harm themselves and do something, they cry, and then half an hour later they are very happy, they let go and they can play again, yeah? Let's be like a child in that situation. So the consequences are physical discomfort associated with anger. If you think about it, we hold anger in our stomach, in our head, in our hands, yeah? We tense our hands, we tense our head, we tense our stomach. So we hold this anger, and this anger is causing us even physical pain, or physical discomfort. The resentment, we hold the resentment in our tooth. We squish the tooth. We tense our mouth. Yeah, even when we are sleeping. We have anxiety and all the symptoms that comes with anxiety. Yeah, we have breathing problems, eating problems, sleeping problems, relationship problems, working problems. Yeah, name it. You name it. But the consequences of not letting go are insidious. They are strong. They go into our bones if you don't pay attention to them and you let pass the time before you solve it. So, okay, now we state the problem. We kind of identify the problem. Probably at this point you say, okay, Carmen, now I know that there are some aspects of my life that I am not letting go. And I want to have a better 2018. I want to be better. Yeah? Okay. Here it is. How to help yourself to let go. Take a moment to reflect on your difficult experiences. Take some time. Draw about it, journal about it, dance about it. Talk about it with somebody who loves you. Take a moment to reflect on your difficult experiences. Examine if there are behaviors that seem to be repetitive. That means observe patterns of behavior. Yeah? Seems to be repetitive, for example, that every time that mom comes to visit, you get stomach pain. Or every time that you get into a new interview, you get all anxious and sweaty and very stressed about it. All of these behaviors that seem to be repetitive. So observe those, pay attention and take notes. Find the good intention behind the pattern. Believe it. Trust me. There's always a good intention behind every pattern, even if you don't like the behavior. Yeah? So find that good intention. For example, being afraid may help you or may have the good intention of preventing you, yeah, from something bigger, from something catastrophic, for example. See if you are willing to change some of those patterns of behaviors. Observe yourself, ask yourself, am I ready? Am I willing to change? Yeah. What are the changes that I am aiming for, that I hope to do? Do I need any help? Probably I can start reading, probably I can start observing others, or probably I need to go and get some help, some professional help from a mental practitioner. So be honest with you. And sometimes if you say, I tried in many different ways and didn't work, so it's time to go and ask for help. Yeah? Find a spiritual practice that can help you to pass easier this process. Doing rituals, doing an altar, praying, going for a hike, doing yoga, take your bike and go around. Whatever it is that is a spiritual practice for you. Maybe you have forgotten about those practices. Speaking about forgetting, something that I found very often in my clients is that when they have trouble letting go, is because they have trouble forgiving themselves. So, ask the question, do I need to forgive myself in some area of my life? And that may help you to find some ideas for you to let go. Find a physical exercise that may help you. Whatever is your style, whatever it is what you need. Yeah, sometimes going for a walk and counting the steps that you are doing. Sometimes run as fast as you can, or do kickboxing, or doing yoga, or do some kundalini, or doing whatever it is that is moving. Because moving helps you to move the energies in your body. And prevents you from getting the discomfort, that we were talking about, to become something more difficult in your body. Yeah? So, this is the idea. The idea is that you work in yourself. Because when you don't do the work on yourself, you may find easier to blame others, and you can go on and on in life and blaming others, and that is not helping you, and it's not helping the people who loves you. It's not helping to live a healthy, peaceful life. And this is what we want, that you start building that peaceful life that is for you to hold, for you to cherish, for you to nurture. Yeah? So this is the whole goal, actually, of this podcast. I really hope that this episode finds you well and finds you in a moment that you are ready to have this introspection, that have these insights about you, and really helps you to make a better foundation for a new year. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful new year. And I hope to continue to have your company during this coming new year. If you are so kind, please let me know what I can do in this new year to help you better. You may want to tell me what I can keep doing, something that I can keep doing that I did right this year for you in the podcast, and you want to see more of that, something that you want me to stop, and something that you want new in the podcast. You can send an email to carmen@armoniaemocional.com. Everything will be in the show notes. You can send a message in the Facebook. You go to Facebook and type @DRA Carmen Roman, Doctora Carmen Roman, or you can go in any possible way that you can find me. You can even leave a phone message in my phone. So a WhatsApp, whatever is the way that you may find useful to communicate. But it will be nice if I can hear from you as I prepare myself from the new phase of this podcast, and to keep preparing more content that is relevant to you. Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful year, for being part of the community. If you want to be part of the community, Amigos in Harmony, it's a wonderful community. We have right now more than 700 people, and people keep inviting their friends, because it's just a simple, quiet community where we have the role of participating in a healthy, meaningful ways for others. And we get free of this drama, of this difficult part of the Facebook in general, and we create a community where it's safe to share, to participate. I personally monitor the answers, and if in any way somebody make you any discomfort, we can just erase that comment or monitor that situation. So find in Facebook the group Amigos in Harmony, and we will be there. Yeah? Okay. Well, bye for now, and talk to you next year.
We have ended one more episode of Emotions in Harmony. See you the next one, when Dr. Carmen Roman will help us to have a more fulfilled life, caring for ourselves and the ones we care for. Meanwhile, visit www.emotionsinharmony.com to see the show notes, subscribe, and enjoy more content.